Get yourself into a comfortable position. You could be seated with your feet flat on the floor or lying down. Keep your spine nice and straight and long. Shoulders relaxing down the back. The forehead is relaxed. The jaw is relaxed. Scan the body for any tension. And if you find some, just let it melt. Become aware of a golden light emanating from the center of your abdomen. From this warm golden light, a ray of light travels up through your heart, through your throat, through the center of your head, out to the top of your head, up through the sky, into the center of the central sun in our galaxy. Feeling that anchoring, that connectedness to the galaxy, to the stars, to the cosmos and the sky, the expansiveness, the peace, the clarity. And then traveling back to that golden light in the belly. And this time it sends a ray of light out through your pelvis, through the ground, deep into the center of the earth, to a point of light that exists within the very center of this planet. Feeling our connection to that deep earth energy. The safety, the groundedness, the belonging, the solid feeling of being alive on this planet at this time in history. Coming back to that glowing ball of light in the belly and noticing that every time you inhale, the light grows brighter. And every time you exhale, the golden light spreads throughout your body until you are encased in a sphere of golden light. And you remain connected to the center of the central sun and to the center of this good earth. Feeling safe and held and expansive and clear. You find yourself on a well-worn path. Your feet walk comfortably over the compacted earth. This path is well traveled. As you walk the path, you become aware of symbols carved into rocks on either side of the path. This is not just any path, but a sacred one. This is a pilgrimage, a holy road to a sacred site. There are little fetishes left behind, prayer, scrolls stuck into rocks, makeshift altars left along the way, clooties hanging from the trees. All of the plant life and animal life along this road is vibrant and awake and sentient You can feel everything in this place watching you, leaning in toward you. Finally, they seem to say, finally you have found the road home. The next part of this journey will be uniquely yours, as this realm looks different to every person and can look different even to the same person at different points in time. But you will notice ahead of you a door or an opening or a clearing. There is some threshold that you will cross to come into your inner temple, your most sacred and holy place, the place where the divine lives within you and where you can seek counsel from beings whose only hope is to see you succeed and to become the fullest expression of your particular giftedness on this planet at this time. You cross the threshold now and find yourself within your inner temple. What do you see here? Are there any beings with you? Are there furniture or rugs? Is there a place for you to sit a while? Perhaps there's a well or a spring. Take in all the details you can about this place, this most holy place. You notice there seems to be a glow emanating from a part of this place. As you walk toward the glow, you notice a lantern. Its light is warm and golden, just like the light that surrounds your entire body. You know this light has been lit from the sacred fire, from the fire that burns in the central sun, the fire that burns at the center of the earth, and the fire that burns in the center of your being. This lantern burns with that same fire, that sacred fire. And in this place, the fire can speak to you. Feel that part of your belly that is alight with the sacred fire as it warms and starts to move through your body like honey, a warm golden glow. You can feel the sacred fire coming alive in you more and more, and it has a message for you here. Listen closely and carefully to what the sacred fire would say to you in this most holy place. Once you have heard the message from the sacred fire, your heart fills with gratitude and warms with love, knowing that you are helped and guided and seen deeply by the forces of this universe that would have you succeed. You look next to the lantern and there appears to be a piece of thread lying on the table. Notice what color the thread is. And pick it up, feel it between your hands. What is the thread made of? The thread seems to be leading away from the temple. And you follow it. As you follow the thread, you pass by a corridor of your ancestors, your people, who have paved the way for your life to exist now at this time on this planet. You see symbols, perhaps carvings or sculptures that represent your particular ancestry. As you follow the thread, you notice that this thread joins the threads of these other beings. And then you notice that it's not just your ancestors by DNA whose thread contributes to your own, but your spiritual ancestors and your vocational ancestors. Those people and beings throughout time who have refined the craft that you find yourself practicing in this lifetime. Those thinkers and poets who have illuminated the spiritual way that you walk. These are all your ancestors, and they all contribute fibers to the thread you now hold. Suddenly you come to a clearing where the threads combine into the most beautiful tapestry you have ever seen, with vibrant colors and masterfully woven patterns. And you are aware that the thread you now hold is part of this greater tapestry, this weaving of human life throughout time on this planet, and that the decisions you make add your own particular pattern and color and vibrance to this ongoing tapestry that unfolds throughout time. You become aware that the sacred fire that gives you life also guides your movements as the weaver of this life. Feeling the one fire, the sacred fire, warming and golden within you, and feeling the beauty and the responsibility of the thread you hold. You know that you can come back here anytime to seek the counsel of these ancestors, to feel the golden glow of truth, to speak to the sacred fire who would give you counsel. You know that you are never alone and that your life is part of a great unfolding mystery, and that every decision you make is celebrated as a contribution to the beauty that unfolds. At this time, you ask any final questions of the ancestors, of the thread itself, of the tapestry, of the sacred fire. And when you are ready, you pull your golden light back into the core of you, where it stays like an ember, just waiting to be visited and called upon in your sacred inner temple that you can return to at any time. You let your breath come more deeply now, deep into the belly, feeling the cool in-breath and the warm out-breath. And you notice that with every exhale, the golden sphere of light around you grows smaller, returning to the ball of light in the middle of your belly, where it is now concentrated and radiant and clear and powerful. You can stay here in this relaxed state as long as you like. And when you are ready, and you come back to your body and to wakefulness, take a few moments to write down the messages you received from the sacred fire, from the ancestors, from your deepest self. Write down the symbols that you saw and describe your inner temple with as much detail as possible. Return to this inner temple, to the sacred road of the pilgrim, as often as you are able. For visiting this realm breathes life into our human lives and connects us to something so much greater. May you hold the thread and weave it masterfully.